We make our initial access at about the level of the cingulum on the lingual aspect of the tooth. From our lateral view of the transparent tooth, we see that we must be aware of the pulpal tissue remaining in the coronal portion of the root, which will be our guide to just how much we must go in the buccal and lingual directions to remove the pulp tissue present at this level. This canal was broad enough that the first instrument introduced manually into the canal was a 20 safe-sider. Using a light watch-winding motion, I easily negotiated to the apex. I adjusted the rubber stop for the correct length. Note how much wider the buccolingual dimensions of the canal are in comparison to the 20 safe-sider placed into the canal. Once again, I placed a 30-degree bend in the last couple of millimeters on the 20 safe-sider and took it to length in the 30-degree handpiece, oscillating at 3,000 to 4,000 cycles per minute. This small bend gives me the ability to more effectively touch all the canal walls as the instrument moves in an up and down motion and directed against all the canal walls throughout the canal's length. After irrigation, we can see how effective this approach is in removing the pulp tissue in 3 dimensions. Once again, I was able to jump to the 30 safe-sider using it with a bend at the tip in the oscillating handpiece. I then jumped to the 40 safe-sider to complete the instrumentation process, using it with a slightly bent tip, employing an up and down motion with the oscillating handpiece. Notice the milky nature of the irrigant, demonstrating the safe-sider's ability to remove material from the canal walls as well as all pulp tissue that may be present. After instrumentation, I dried the canals with paper points. I followed that by trial seating and adjusting a medium gutta percha point to the canal space at the right length and with tugback. I then coated the canal with the Easy Fill epoxy resin cement using the bidirectional spiral 3 millimeters short of length. This instrument prevents excess cement from going over the apex during its use while driving the cement laterally into all the nooks and crannies along the length of the canal. After coating the canals, I coat the pre-fitted gutta percha point and place it into the canal space. The excess gutta percha is seared off at about 3 millimeters into the coronal axis. All we have to do at this point is neaten the working area up and place a permanent seal. The final X-ray in the mesiodistal and buccolingual planes demonstrates an excellent 3-dimensional fill. This case was completed using 3 instruments, the 20, 30, and 40 safe-sider reamers.